Most of this comes from the Bakken Formation in the southeast and the heavy oil deposits in the Lloydminster area. On top of that, the region produces significant natural gas and has emerging helium production. Helium is critical for medical imaging, semiconductor manufacturing, and space exploration. The oil and gas sector adds around $11 billion a year to the provincial GDP and supports tens of thousands of jobs when you include service and supply companies. So let's add it up. Agriculture, about $14 billion. Potash, about $7 billion. Oil and gas, about $10 billion. Uranium, about $1 billion. Other mining and resources, billions more. That's on the order of $25 to $30+ billion a year from a place with about 1.26 million people. But like agriculture and mining, modern oil extraction doesn't require massive populations. Horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing allow small crews to extract enormous amounts of oil. Geography created these resources. Technology extracts them. And this prairie province gets rich with almost nobody living there. But there's a reason almost nobody lives there. All this wealth comes from geography. But that same geography makes it a tough place to live. Let's start with the climate. This is one of the most extreme climates in Canada. Winter temperatures regularly drop to -30 degrees Celsius or colder. Summer temperatures can hit +35 degrees Celsius or higher. That's a temperature range of over 60 degrees Celsius in a single year, the kind of swing you only see in really harsh continental climates. Winters are long and brutal. For 5 to 6 months, temperatures regularly dip below freezing. Blizzards roll across the prairies, and wind chills can drop to -40 or even -50 degrees Celsius. In January, Regina's average temperature hovers around the mid-teens, and cold snaps can push it down to -30 degrees Celsius or lower, especially with the wind sweeping across the flat prairie. Summers are short but intense. Parts of the province are drought-prone. Wildfires threaten the north almost every summer, and over the course of the year, temperatures can swing from -40 degrees Celsius in winter to near +40 degrees Celsius in summer. This isn't a climate that attracts people. It's a climate that drives them away. Then there's isolation. This is a landlocked province, no ocean access, no major rivers connecting directly to global trade routes. The nearest major port is Thunder Bay, Ontario, over 1,000 kilometers away, or Vancouver, roughly 1,700 kilometers by road. This makes transportation expensive. Everything has to move by rail or truck over vast distances. If you're a business, this adds costs. If you're a person, this limits opportunities. The landscape itself is another factor. The south is prairie, endless horizons with almost no trees. It's beautiful in its own way, but it's also monotonous. There are no mountains, no dramatic coastlines, none of the classic postcard landscapes that usually draw people to a place. The north is boreal forest, dense, remote, and difficult to access. Then there are the amenities. Outside of Regina and Saskatoon, there's not much. Small towns have limited services, few restaurants, few entertainment options, limited healthcare facilities. If you want a major concert, a professional sports game, a specialized medical procedure, you're driving to Regina or Saskatoon, or flying to Calgary or Winnipeg. This geography creates wealth through resources, but it also makes the province a difficult place to live. Cold winters, isolation, limited amenities in much of the territory. And outside the big cities, many jobs still revolve around agriculture, mining, and oil. It helps explain why young people often move to Calgary, Vancouver, or Toronto, and why, despite its wealth, this remains one of the least densely populated provinces in Canada. But there's one more factor that explains the paradox: the final piece of the puzzle.